What's up, y'all? Rock T back with another video. This time we're painting on another skateboard, and instead of doing Dragon Ball Z, we're doing a Naruto skateboard. But yeah, right off the bat, you can see me. I usually outline at the end of the painting process. This time, I've learned this tip on TikTok where you outline the paint you outline the drawing with like black paint, and you put masking tape over it, and you can see the black paint under the masking tape. So that way you could like use an X-Acto knife, cut out the negative space of the character, which would be everything on the outside of the outline. You could essentially create a perfect mask using that method. And I learned this off of TikTok, which I only use for art. I'm not a cringy dude, but like the art on TikTok is great. Also, it's another way to market my channel, show it to a different audience other than just YouTube. I gotta branch myself out some way. I do Instagram and all that stuff, but the more the merrier. But right here you can see that I masked everything off, use napkins and stuff like that, just so I don't waste all my tape. And right now I'm kind of like sketching, like lightly drawing in where my next art pieces will go. As you'll see later in the video, there will be like color bubbles floating around the heads of the characters. But yeah, real quick, I'm gonna start doing more of these time-lapse videos. Both my Patreon community and my YouTube are gonna be able to see these videos. It's just that my Patreon will be able to see these videos ahead of time. And I'm talking about like a week ahead of time. That is, I wanna give my Patrons like more of a priority because they support my channel like financially and stuff like that, and like wanna see me succeed in my journey. Not saying that you do, but they actually they physically support me, like financially support me and stuff like that. And I really appreciate it. So I want to give them this type of content before I could give y'all content, because, they're kind of special. Also, my community at Patreon, we bounce back ideas off each other so much. Like, the Dragon Ball Z skateboard was actually an idea that I got from one of my Patreons. And I was like, yo, that's a dope idea. You know what? Let me paint that and like, let me shout you out. And I shout them both out in that video. So it was pretty dope. I just kind of want to build a community in Patreon because, if I do end up getting monetized and whatnot on YouTube, it's not going to be as effective as it used to be. Like monetization with all the algorithms and like ad apocalypse and all that stuff, like you're not able to make as much money as you could before all that stuff happened. Not saying that I want to make money, but like if I want to create my passion and turn it into something that I like while also like entertaining y'all, I want to be able to do it for my dream, for my job. It's going to be my dream job, But yeah, if y'all want to support me in this art journey, this YouTube journey that I'm going to be starting, go to the link in the description. I do have my own Patreon. And yeah, that will be very much appreciated. I only have one tier. It's $2. You could donate however much you want, but the baseline is $2. And I'm pretty sure anybody could give $2 a month. And yeah, that's that. One thing that I do need to work on, you'll see it in a bit, but like mixing colors with paints, with acrylic paints. I can't really mix colors too good. I don't think this is Sasuke's exact skin tone, and the shading that I do under his chin and like on his ears and stuff like that, I'm not sure if I got the actual color right, because it doesn't really look like a skin tone shadow. It looks more of just like a neutral gray type color. But that's one thing I do need to do research on, and like learn how to mix colors properly with acrylic, because I feel like I did a lot better with the shading on Naruto. I'm gonna just keep it 100. But yeah, I like to make cool stuff, but there's always room for improvement. guess right now is also the perfect time to kind of discuss like how my channel is standing currently with like my other responsibilities. I do want to make YouTube my full-time job. You know, that'll be the dream job for me, to just paint for y'all and like sell my artwork and just like show my artwork to the world and entertain y'all by doing so. But I also go to school, and school does take a lot of time away from what I can be doing. So currently, realistically speaking, let me stop. No, realistically speaking, I could probably only do 2 art projects a month, because, you know, I have clubs. I just joined an intramural volleyball team. I do go to school. I got 3 classes. They're all pretty easy, but they still require time. What else? I work a job. You know, I work like almost 20 hours a week. Yeah, and I also have a social life. So it's kind of hard to balance all that stuff together, trying to also put my YouTube ahead of everything, because the way how I am now, I do want to put my YouTube above everything, but I just realistically can't, because, you know, I got other obligations to take care of. But yeah, you could expect 2 videos of a new art project a month from me, maybe 4 videos in total. Those 4 videos in total will include the time-lapse, like 2 time-lapse videos and 2 4-minute videos, both consisting of like 2 art projects. So that's realistically what you're going to be getting from me. Another tip that I learned from some other YouTubers, like some of my inspirations, like Gok's art on YouTube, is make your sketch of the art you want to draw or paint on a separate sheet of paper, the size of your desired canvas. In this case, my canvas was the skateboard. Make your sketch on that, and then on the back side, cover that whole side with lead, and then lead facing down, put that sheet of paper which you have your sketch on onto your desired canvas, and go over the outline again, just so the lead gets laid onto the canvas, in this case again the skateboard, and it's much easier to get your sketch down that way. Like if you're working on certain mediums where maybe like it's not as easy to erase like pencil marks, or it's just hard to sketch on it because it has a round surface like a water bottle or a hydro flask. This way, it's a lot easier to get your sketch down, because if you mess up your sketch, you could switch out the paper, put the paper back in, or switch out the paper, make a sketch. Oh, you messed up, get another paper, make the sketch until you like it, and then that finished sketch will be what you use for your paint project. So yeah, little tips like that. That's why I love watching other art videos, especially like on TikTok and on YouTube, Instagram, all these different like social media platforms. Is like so many people do the same thing that I do, but like in different ways, and you just learn from people, even in different mediums. Like it doesn't even have to be in this sort of like anime style, custom trend type thing I'm doing. Like people who do landscape paintings, like traditional paintings, like Bob Ross, or like even different mediums, like in Photoshop, editing videos and stuff like that. Like you could learn from anybody, which is hella dope. And this video is sponsored by Skill. No, I'm playing. This video is not sponsored by Skillshare, but hopefully in the future I get sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Who knows? We'll see what happens. So I got these Posca markers, and I freaking love these Posca markers. They're so opaque, like nothing bleeds through it, and they're so easy to control. Like it's legit just a marker. You don't have to worry about your brush going everywhere. You could still even blend the colors using different markers. Like you can see me right now, right here, blending the dark blue into the light blue, and it looks so good. You could release a lot of paint, or you could not release a lot of paint, if if that is how you say correct English. Yeah, you can also take away like watercolor using napkins, like I just did, which was crazy. It's not like acrylic paint. I think it's like some weird pigmented color stuff that they say it is, but bruh, it is pretty dope. Again, if y'all have suggestions of what I should do, like the past art projects that I've been doing, the ideas that y'all give me in the comments, my friends give me, and the people in my Patreon gives me, those are the freaking ideas that I take to use. Like if you want to see something happen, just like, go in the comments, write your little idea, and I might like put it to work. Like this concept right here was from one of my friends in my film class. The Dragon Ball Z was from someone in my Patreon community. The next, I got one project that I'm working on. It's a custom. If you follow me on my social medias, you know what I will be painting on next. Just know it's related to gaming. But I am painting a concept or an idea from another YouTuber, from one of my other friends, stuff like that. It's gonna be dope. Hopefully that video I already know is gonna come out crazy good. And yeah, so if you have any ideas, just let me know, and I would see if I could get them to work, put them to use, kill two birds with one stone. One thing I do feel like I need to work on is my lining, my line work. My line work is so trash. Like it's feathered. Like I can't get one, like it's weird. I can't get one single line, like one single stroke, because I'm not sure if it's my fine liner or it's like what I'm painting on, or if it's like the paint itself. But like sometimes my liner would stop, so I'd have to like roll my pen over to a different side, and sometimes it smudges. But yeah, I need to work on I did add a new kind of, not really a concept, but like a new kind of style to my art style. I kind of wanted to go with this sort of pop art type stuff. So like all the line work that's on the inside, like the eyes and stuff like that, the nose, the mouth, everything on the inside is used with like a fine liner, but the outside I used a thick black Posca marker just so it separates it from the background. And I think it looks dope, Look at this, it looks dope.